Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. As I've been all year long with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this has been brewing for a few years now, but the Bills are finally over the hump and back in the Super Bowl.
And as everyone in the Bills Mafia would tell you in a heartbeat, looking to win it for the first time ever. Remember, they went to 4 straight in the 90s, couldn't get the job done, but as you have said, they've been on the climb the last few seasons, and here they are, ready to close the deal.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent franchises in American sports history. They've had a bumpy ride along the way, but they're back in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
And partner, when you say this is the first time back in the Super Bowl since 1996, Super Bowl 30, I'm blown away. One of the preeminent franchises in the NFL. You would have thought they'd been here multiple times since then. The Cowboys want to add another Super Bowl title and bring it home to Dallas.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. There he goes, left side. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Prescott again.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
The Cowboys out in front early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Now Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Pollard. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Gets this one to Morris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Prescott now from the 50. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dak there throwing complete to Cooks.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Play action now, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 32 yards. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Allen now looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Morris. Touchdown! Quentin Morris as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And now not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Big strides, look at him go. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup at 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Allen. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Allen. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Morris. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Allen again, out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as it gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's Pollard again. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now. Down 21-13, 1:06 to play. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Throwing, Allen.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need two to tie.
To throw is Allen.
And he is in. And the Super Bowl is tied. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys.
Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Prescott. Complete. Pollard. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott.
Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Here's Dak.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score.
Taking it right down Broadway. A huge play there in overtime. 47 yards.
Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there. And looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to short things up in a big way because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them, they'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. Throw left side to Kincaid.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And again, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll try the middle with Cook. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense. Touchdown, Bills!
And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they run their way into postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure, knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bills ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Steps away. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Here's Allen. This is caught. This now a little surprising. The offense still out on 3rd and goal here. Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's caught! Touchdown! They win the Super Bowl! And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.